HAMZA inspired me, so here I am. My name is Olivier, and today I'm going to be talking about, HAMZA and how he's inspired me to actually start this channel. So yeah, let's go. So, started my self-improvement journey way back in like grade 6, but that was before I even knew what it was. I've always been a fat kid, so a fat kid who enjoyed sports, meaning I was looking for ways to get better at sports. So I mainly played football growing up, like soccer. So played soccer, but street soccer for fun, soccer at school, shit like that. But obviously I'm African, so especially in the early days when I was still back in Africa, like being the fat boy, bro, yeah, you wasn't getting no action, like no playtime at all. Pause, like not in that way, but like you weren't really getting any game time. Wasn't getting the ball passed to you, bro. So they either put your fat ass in goal or like have you playing defense, and even then you just keep on being overtaken by these little genetic freaks, these little fast black kids. But yeah, so long story short, I'm a fat boy, always trying to lose weight. So grade 6, 7, 8, still unsuccessful. Grade 9, still unsuccessful. And then grade 10, we finally, decide, yeah, you know what? Upon research, me and my brother find, something called intermittent fasting. And if you don't know what it is, it's just like an eating schedule where you fast for about, for 16 hours. And then you eat in an 8-hour eating window. So sometimes you can extend it, depending on how strict you want to fast. But, there's a lot of people that do it, that like a few celebrities that do it, like The Rock. Hugh Jackman is a big endorser of it. I think even Beyonce, but who gives a fuck about that bitch? But anyways, so this is grade 10, late 2018. And yeah, me and my brother decided, let's do it. Let's go. We're going to start intermittent fasting, combine it with a bit of calorie counting. So yeah. And in that year, around September, I also started going to the gym. So from September 2018 to December 2019, basically, I was intermittent fasting and, eating clean, bro. Like we're talking the same recycled meal for 9 months straight. Like I went 9 months straight, only eating junk food like once a month or once every 2 months. And whenever I'd eat it, I'd feel so sick because my body had gotten used to like whole foods, So yeah, 9 months straight. But because, a nigga would like, because I was so sick of being fat, like I had this sort of self-hatred, but not self-hatred of me, but self-hatred of who I look like, if that makes sense. Like I had self-hatred of my fatness, but not self-hatred of me. So every time, like I'd be having a good day at school and then I walk past the mirror and I just look at myself and I'm like, what the fuck? Like I look at myself and I'm like, bro, not in self-hatred, but I just hate the body composition I'd had from the fat, like fucking big butt. Like I don't know about you, but Africans, like when you're fat, you get big butts. Like we just naturally have big butts. So big butt, big tummy. Like I was like, what the fuck? So that 9 months, it was like I was just grinding blind because, I was just, luckily I took progress photos. I'll show you, like I'll put some up. But, I was just grinding like crazy. So yeah, grinded like crazy, finally succeeded. But I reached the best shape of my life by the end of 2019. And yeah, man, I had basically like, then I was happy. I was like, fuck yeah. I was still chasing like, full ab reveal, but 2020 came and lockdown happened. So when the lockdown happened, yeah, boy gained 8 kilos. Luckily, I was in a regional town, like in a small town. So we only locked down for 3 months, but that was enough for me to gain 8 kilos. Went back to school. So I was active again, playing sport, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Lost about 6 kilos. So fast forward to the end of 2020, I finished school. I finished high school. I'm done. So I'm, chilling at home because I'm not going to university. My activity level is nowhere near as it was in school. So I'm only being active when I'm at work or when I, decide to do that one gym session per week, which was almost useless. But that was, that was like, yeah, I was only motivated to like leave the house if I didn't have work literally only once a week. So fast forward to mid 2021, I moved cities from where I went to high school. I'm in a new city now. So most of the time I'm at home. I don't have a job yet. So I'm, just chilling at home, eating junk food, eating pizza, eating Nando's. And Nando's ain't even that bad, to be real. But yeah, like maybe I'm just coping. But who knows? Like eating junk food, pizza mainly. Pizza is the devil, guys. But yeah, so eating a lot of pizza, Domino's all the time, shit like that. So I am putting on weight like crazy, just wailing basically. I'm becoming a whale at this point. So that whole year, the whole of 2021, basically, I was just, yeah, it was crazy. And then it continued well into 2022 as well. Up until around June 2022 was when I was like, I had reached my heaviest weight ever. I wasn't on an empty stomach, but I went to my GP, to the clinic, and I stepped on the scale and I had hit 100.7 kilos. So 100 kilos and 700 grams. But yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, this has to change. So I started, going back to the gym again, but that diet was the hard part, man. So I was still flopping on the diet, but at least I was working out a bit now. So if you've worked out before, that muscle you gain, if you stop working out for a long period of time, you never actually lose it. It just shrinks. But when you get back in the gym, you gain it back much quicker. So in about 4 to 6 weeks. Whereas in, if you're a newbie, it's gonna take a bit more time. So yeah, the muscle started waking up again, for lack of better words. The muscle started waking up again. But obviously I'm still fat as fuck, so definition is not there whatsoever. And then oddly enough, one of our childhood friends has a wedding. So being African, like weddings, bro, that shit goes crazy. You gotta show out, you gotta be presentable. So that gives me a boost of motivation, because I was relying on motivation, not discipline, because I was a bitch. But it gives us, me and my brother, a good boost of motivation. So, get back onto that intermittent fasting. And this time I combine it with keto, the ketogenic diet. And in 13 weeks, I dropped 10 kilos. And yeah, so I dropped 10 kilos and I was decently presentable for the wedding. So yeah, I was happy with that. But obviously the wedding was about a month ago. And as of 2022, I decided, man, hey, gotta get serious. Gotta get serious with self-improvement. Gotta get serious with leveling up. So yeah, that's why I'm even, recording this video right now. I guess phase 2, you could say, of my self-improvement journey was my skin. I developed when I was around 16. I developed when I was 16. So when I was around 16, my acne got really, really bad. Like we're talking bad, like cystic acne. Like I had severe cystic acne. And yeah, it was bad, man. It was bad. So I battled that shit, battled that shit for 2 years. Yeah, I battled that shit for 2 years. So I went on Accutane, which is like the strongest acne medicine. It's an acne antibiotic, and you have to do blood tests for it to make sure that your liver is handling it properly. So I was on that medication for about 1.5 years. Yeah, 1.5 years. And I only got off it about 9 months ago. So yeah, you can see you can see my skin is far from perfect. I still gotta work on it now. I use a retinoid and shit, but it's much better than it used to be. I'll put up a photo, but yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, excuse the butts, but but yeah, fuck. But yes, oh goddamn, don't worry, we're gonna get better. To summarize, so yeah, HAMZA inspired me. This is my first YouTube video. It's not perfect, But hey, you gotta start somewhere. So if there's anyone watching this and they want to start, man, if I can do this shit, you better start as well, bro. Don't be a bitch. It's time to chase greatness, bro. We gotta escape the matrix before it becomes harder to actually escape the matrix. So yeah, in conclusion, my channel is just gonna be based on self-improvement. I'll be documenting my journey, you know, to achieving an admirable physique, so to getting in the best shape of my life, achieving financial freedom, obviously that's the goal, maximizing my knowledge, you know, shit like that. And overall, to be honest, I'm gonna just be sharing all the lessons I've learned to help, you know, better the lives of young men around the world, you feel me? But yeah, my name is Olivier. Thank you for watching. Peace.